Hello, wonderful friends out there. My name is Nana Osei Bonsu Jr. and this is ANALYZ DIS. And as you know, on ANALYZ DIS, we don't discuss people, we discuss issues. We analyze issues so we would arrive at a better conclusion in order to bring progress and development to our beloved country Ghana and Africa as a whole. And today on ANALYZ DIS, I want to entreat everyone, let us put all emotions aside, let us put all sentiments aside, and let us put on our thinking caps and critically analyze these issues raised by Net2 TV on the recent telecasts of that TV station on their program, Who is Behind the Mask? Who is Behind the Mask? Today, we're critically going to analyze some of these things which were shown this week. And I really want to believe that Net2 TV has no ulterior motive to destroy Anas Arimiyal Anas. So those corrupt politicians and corrupt managers of our economy will run wild and be looting and stealing from our coffers, because these issues are very worrisome. And as I'm raising the questions one after the other, I want you to come along with me, analyze these issues with me, and let's reason together, because it is very important. Number one, according to Net2 TV, there is a list of people or successful Ghanaians who are being targeted by Anas Arimiyal Anas to destroy them or to blackmail them. And according to Net2 TV, he hacked it into a data system to retrieve these names or to compile these names. Number one, that is a criminal offense. It's a crime to hack into any data system illegally to retrieve personal information. It is a criminal offense. And if Net2 TV has evidence of what any criminal activity of this nature, a criminal activity of this nature, and they are not engaging the police, they are not engaging the legal entities in the country to address this issue, it worries me, it bothers me a lot. That is a problem. Because if they have this evidence and they are not engaging the legal entities, the police department, and whoever is supposed to be contacted to address these issues, then that is very worrying to me. Number two, it was also said on the program this week that Anas is plotting to kill the Member of Parliament, Mr. Kennedy Ejapon, which again is a criminal offense. If any group of people are plotting to kill somebody, that is a crime. Human life is very important. It's very valuable, and we cannot play with it. So that in itself is a crime. And so again, why is Net2 TV not engaging the police department or engaging the legal entities in the country to address this issue? That's my second concern. Number three, I just want us to analyze these issues critically about Anas being the most powerful man in Ghana. Look at this scenario as we were being told by Net2 TV. They claim they have a picture of Anas begging for his life or begging a group of people not to release a video because that is going to lead to his destruction. And this video, I believe, has something to do or is in connection with the video they showed the first day claiming that Anas is being harassed or overpowered by a group of people on a plot of land. So this is what Netu TV told us, that Anas sent his boys or his men, whatever you call it, to the plot of land, and his men were overpowered by a group of people on that piece of land. And so they placed a call to Anas to report the issue to Anas. I want you to follow the narrative critically. So these people, Anas's men, one of them placed a call to Anas, reporting that they've been overpowered by these people. And then Anas showed up himself, and he was also overpowered. That is the story we were told by Netu TV. So Anas, being the most powerful man in the country, according to Netu TV, he has the police department and the military at his disposal, and he's misusing or abusing the police department and the military, sending them on illegal errands, according to Netu TV. And so if he received this call, as intelligent as I want to believe Anas is, if he get a call that the people he sent to that plot of land are being harassed or overpowered by a group of people, and Anas happened to be the most powerful man controlling the military and the police department, would not place a call to the military or the police department to dispatch a group of soldiers on his behalf to take care of the issue. But he showed up himself, only to be overpowered as well, according to Netu TV. And so, this is where it baffles me. The most powerful man, having the military and the police at his disposal, did not send them, but he went himself. So there are two things we're thinking of. It's either whoever showed up or whoever portrayed himself as Anas is not Anas, or Anas is not as powerful as Netu TV want us to believe. That is one. Two, if Anas is not as powerful as Netu TV want us to believe, then it worries me that they have all these allegations against him, and yet they're not going to the police, which again, he is not controlling, because remember, he's not as powerful as they want us to believe, because he did not engage them when he was called to the land. So if it is not as powerful as Netu TV want us to believe, then why are they not taking these accusations with the evidences they have at their disposal to the legal authorities so they can address these issues? These are questions I'm asking. These are questions I'm asking. And I want to believe that you probably are thinking on those same lines. All right, the next one, as was shown to us, or as was said on Netu TV, that Anas is destroying almost every entity we have in our country, including this football association, or football in general in Ghana. And if really Anas is the reason, or is destroying, or has destroyed football in Ghana, didn't we hear about allegations of corruption against Kwesi Nyantakyi way before Anas came into the scene to show number 12? As a matter of fact, this week, RTV interviewed Opokwe Friye. I believe I got the name right, Opokwe Friye. His nickname was Beyi. And he said something which I believe was very, very important for everybody to go back, and when you go to YouTube and search for RTV's exclusive interview with Opokwe Friye, you're going to see it. And he said something in that interview. He said, Kwesi Nyantakyi is the reason Ghana football is in a mess. He said it categorically. that Kwesi Nyantakyi has destroyed Ghana football. So ANALYZ only brought to bear all the concerns, the accusations, the fears of the people concerning the canker going on in Ghana soccer. That is all he did. Because people are already spoken against Kwesi Nyantakyi. Accusations of corruption have been brought up against him. But nobody had the evidence. And ANALYZ simply brought the evidence. And so, if that contributes to the destruction of Ghana football, then I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Please, I want us to look at these issues critically. It is very important. The next one, which was also said on this week's program on Net2 TV, that ANALYZ is being influenced by the powers that be, meaning the Western world. And they brought up BBC to destroy Ghana. Or ANALYZ is exposing our dirty laundry to the world. That, again, I find very interesting. Do you know, or don't you know, that the Western world or the powers that be know of the corruptions going on in Ghana? They even know it better than we do. They know every little corruption going on in Ghana better than Ghanaians even do. So ANALYZ exposing the corruption is no news to them. So they know of our dirty laundry. Even before ANALYZ brought it out, they know it. And we go about cap in hand begging for bread from the Western world. And that is not a shame. We don't see that as a shame. When we are sitting on wealth, as in natural resources, and we have wonderful people as in human resources that we can cultivate and coordinate to make our country and our continent one of the greatest in the world, and we're not doing that, but we are taking advantage of our people by looting from our coffers, by going around cup in hand to solicit funds from the Western powers to come back and mismanage the funds we solicit from the Western powers. You think they don't know? And you think it's ANALYZ who is exposing it to them? Please, let us not deceive ourselves. The Western world knows of every corruption, every and any corruption going on in Africa as a whole, not just Ghana. They know of all of that. It doesn't take ANALYZ to expose the corruption to the Western world. ANALYZ is exposing it to us, the citizens of the country. That is what ANALYZ is doing. He's exposing the corruption to us, which is already known by the Western world. So let us not kid ourselves, thinking that ANALYZ is exposing our dirty laundry to the international community, because they know it. Because that's where we go to borrow our monies. As a matter of fact, trillions of dollars have been pumped into Africa. And yet, we're still struggling. Where are those monies? It goes into the coffers of the politicians and the so-called managers of our economy. So I plead with you to critically analyze some of these issues. And again, I want to believe that Net2 TV is genuinely trying to expose ANALYZ's corruption to the world and not to malign and destroy him. So politicians and corrupt managers of our economy will run around freely looting and stealing from our coffers. The other issue is an attack on civil society. Again, that worries me. I believe that Net2 TV knows better. There cannot be development in any society without the civil society. When we talk about the independence, the struggle was brought forth by the civil society. If you look at the international community, go anywhere to any country, you realize the importance of civil society in those countries. So please, we got to be careful not to kick against civil society in our country. Yes, we can critically analyze what they're doing, look into their books. If they're doing anything illegally, let the law take its course. But let us not kick against civil society and destroy civil societies, because those are the entities helping in the development of our country. We are being made to believe that the Western world is influencing the civil society against the government. Can we for a minute stop being partisan about some of these things? Can we stop being partisan about some of these things? Should everything, every discussion, every developmental discussion going on in our country be about either NPP or NDC? Please. We cannot develop without civil society. And as I said, check the history. From independence to Rawlings time and to even the current stage or the current political time, civil society has played and continue to play a very, very vital role in our country. So please, we got to be careful with our utterances. We got to be careful not to destroy the future of the country by destroying civil society and destroying anything which is against corruption. I just want us to think about these things, critically analyze them, and let's arrive at a better conclusion to help in the development of our beloved country. Once again, this is Analyze This. And if you have any concerns, any questions, any dissenting views, like I said, we are not scared of any dissenting views. We'll critically analyze issues because we want to arrive at a conclusion, a better conclusion. So if you have any concerns, any issues, you can reach us by going to our website, afriwic.com, AFRIWIC, afriwic.com. You can email us your concerns. You can call us on 901-921-8014. Again, 901-921-8014. And let us discuss some of these issues, because it is very important that we sharpen each other. There's a saying that iron sharpeneth iron. We need to sharpen each other, sharpen our minds, so we'll be intellectually alert and be able to weave and sieve out some of this dust being thrown against us. Once again, thank you for spending the time with us, and we believe that we are going to be catching up on some of these things and analyze them and be able to help build a better Ghana. God bless you.